OBASEKI DAMNS legislative framework taxpayers and get 25 billion naira bond, and this has actually caused issues in the state. And why is this causing issues? Who are those really causing these issues for the governor of Edo State? All of this we're here to find out on this report. But please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give us a like. Ensure you hit the like button, yes, just to encourage us, yes guys. And of course, right here, Obaseki has been going through a lot since his inception as returning governor of Edo State. But of course, he's been pulling through all the time. And of course, this time around, he has also decided to damn and forget about what anybody is saying or whatever the legislative arm is saying. Yes, guys, let us dive right into the details of this report. As it says that Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State has concluded plans to plunge the state into another unnecessary crushing debt amounting to a whopping sum of 25 billion naira with his Afrinvest company as broker. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress in the state, Mr. John Mayaki, has revealed the bond, according to Mayaki, is sponsored by Edo State government and guaranteed by an irrevocable standing payment order on the state's internally generated revenue. He said the ISPO was issued by the Edo State Ministry of Finance with proceeds from the ISPO, that is the irrevocable standing payment order, and remitted monthly into a sinking fund account established and managed by appointed bond trustees duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission for the purpose of meeting all obligations in accordance with the trust deed. Mayaki, while explaining the offer, identified the issue of the bond as River Jamieson SPV Limited with Edo State government as guarantor. He said the bond was described as Series 1 fixed rate senior guaranteed bond and has a program size of 25 billion naira with a tenor of 5 years at 8% to 9%. The APC chieftain further explained that the bond booked build, which opened on December 7, 2020, closes December 11, 2020, with funding date as December 14, 2020. Mayaki said an electronic document sent to the group managing director of Obaseki's Afrinvest, Mr. Ike Chioke, claimed that the purpose of the bond was to finance identified infrastructure projects in Edo State. Addressing journalists, Mayaki regretted saying, "Our debt isn't going anywhere under Governor Godwin Obaseki, rather it's ballooning." He said the state was no longer viable for local and foreign loans, adding, "The grim reality is that the debt burden is without legislative framework and approval. This is an unnecessary crushing debt. The governor would be plunging the state." Mayaki sounded the alarm, noting that the volume of debt was already high for Edo State. He said, "I want to urge Edo people to call the governor to backtrack. We must stop Obaseki and his government from the unpleasant financial burden with grievous consequences on citizens. I say this because of the hazards. If we must be protected from the pains of this proposed 25 billion naira bond, we all must rise to the occasion. Why does Governor Obaseki think he can always damn the taxpayers? Where is the legislative framework? Where is the secrecy? Why is the governor always opaque in the administration of the state government financing? Why piling more debts on the taxpayers that they may not be able to pay back? We are amassing debts of generations yet unborn. The starting reality is that the future of Edo State isn't certain with Governor Obaseki's financial recklessness. I want to call on the governor to therefore come clean on this bond and tell the struggling Edo taxpayers how they can meet this debt repayment plans under the pressure of a virus-induced economic recession in the country. Otherwise, the good people of Edo State do not see any reason for the debt trap, especially in times of heightened economic uncertainties and fears. While expressing worries over the state's debt sustainability, Mayaki said, rather than front-loading debt to further increase the already overburdened Edo State, I call on the governor to cut down on government overhead and current expenditures. Well, because he's an opposition to the governor, that is why he's saying all of this. And John Mayaki has always been against the governor of the state. If the governor says this is how they want to grow the state and ensure that the state grows, and with borrowing and all of that, I think it's okay. But if the citizens are saying that the bond that the money he's borrowing will actually plunge the state into another debt for a very long time, then I think it won't be necessary for him to really go ahead with such loans. But if he feels that it is something that will be beneficial to the state, because definitely, like they would say locally, that it is money that brings about money. If you need to grow your internal generated revenue of your state, you also need money to create that platform. And if you are running away from borrowing money to really fix that place, then it will be difficult for your state to also produce enough IGR. But all the same, the governor knows exactly what he's doing, because definitely this is not his first time in office. So he should have a very good understanding of how these things are being done. And I believe that even if debts are being owed, the government of Nigeria itself owe a lot of debt, and definitely they are going to pay. But the way Mayaki is pushing it is like he is trying to work against the governor and make the people see the bad side of the governor. But he has good intentions of actually growing the revenue of the state, and if that is it, it is a good reason for him to borrow, and we hope that that would also increase the IGR of the state and help the state to grow better and grow more. And he's not the only governor. Other governors like Oshomole and the likes have also borrowed money that other administrations also paid off for him. So if it's something that is going to be beneficial to the state, I think they should go ahead with it and just allow things to, grow, and not begin to fight oppositions just because you are not of the same party. But all the same, guys, thank you for listening. That is it from here. What do you have to say? Do you think John Mayaki is right, or you think that the governor of Edo State is right? Whatever you think, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.